DeSoto district of Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Seattle Seahawks. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Here to his running back. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. 1 yard gain. Brings up, and he'll give it here to his running back. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down. And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
11 on the play. 1st down, Chicago.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. And now he's stripped. He lost the football.
Chicago.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Seahawks 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Steps away. Going left side, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
26 Mike. All right, T, let's go.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check. 26 Mike.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
For the extra point.
A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The tackle made at the
7-7, our score after 1.
end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. here to his running back. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears.
The kicker
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Flush to his right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Now they try the right side here. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
26, Mike. 26, Mikey. 18. All day, every day, any day. Bang, 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 bang. Show it up.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's do it.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Got it. Check 15. Check. Hold up. 14. What's up? That's me.
On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2nd and 3 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again this time to the tailback. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
53 to Mike. 53. Check.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bears will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Bears 24, Seahawks 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw now on the final play. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
The ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
17-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So a good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
33.
A great effort there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Bears push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And running with power here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Back to Mixon on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 47 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
26
On second down, here's Mixon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Steps away to his left. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
4-yard gain.
Mixon trying to punch it in, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. 13. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the third down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the Seahawks' 29-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Out to his left. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's good. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
For the point after.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses them about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll set up a throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Facing this fourth quarter deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. Flushed out right, and he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. To try again after the sack, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score. And I think the ball's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. Good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
Now a dump off here complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
46-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got this down to the 35. 4 yards. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, Mixon, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that one incomplete as it stops the clock, reading 18 seconds to go.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
From the contact. Results in a 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. And it's 2nd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Bears 41.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great.